Hello everybody, I'm coming on live and I'm talking about one of my favorite topics, which is the angels, which I'm really excited about. So I decided I wanted to talk about the angels because, well, I love talking about the angels. I'm always drawn to the angels. And I feel like that's part of my purpose. I know some mediums, they really love to channel loved ones, spirit guides, angels, and I do that with each of my readings. But the angels is where my heart is. The angels is where my heart lies, and as I'm saying that, I can feel my guardian angel off to my right, like she's feeling how the words that I'm saying, I can feel her being really happy about that. So, the angels have helped me through really hard times in my life, and I feel really happy to be able to channel their guidance to help other people. And it is an honor and a privilege to be able to work with them. And I am really just feeling like this planet needs them more now than ever. And we can call upon them. We can ask them to help us anytime we wish. And they will come. And they will help us with whatever we wish. We have a whole team of angels. And heading up that entire team are our guardian angels. And our guardian angels are the ones that oversee everything. And they're always with us, no matter what. So I know a few of you have some questions, which I have here. And then there are also some questions that we're going to start asking right out the gate. So we're going to start with these questions. And then there are a couple of other questions. And then we're going to move to any questions that you have about your guardian angels, okay? And what is the importance of, connecting and communicating with our guardian angels, our team of angels. So I'm just going to see if Agnes would like to say anything before we begin. No? Okay. Hi, everybody. One of my passions in life is talking about the angels. And the second passion in my life is teaching others how to communicate with their angels, and their spirit guides, and their loved ones, and the high vibrational beings that are always around us. And so, I want to make note that there is still time to sign up for the 102 course that's coming up. And then the Mediumship for Beginners course will begin January 15th until the 30th for a full 2 weeks. And that will only be $155. Okay. Look around and see what others are offering. The difference with the courses that I offer are that I, myself, and several medium teachers that I hire to assist me, we come on and we practice with you. Okay, several times a week, like every single day in the first week, and then leading into the second week, 3 to 4 times, and then we allow the students to step forward and just practice with themselves only. So it's really important to look around at, what is being offered, and also where you feel pulled or drawn, or if it feels flat and stagnant. Because if it feels stagnant, it's stagnant for a reason, and you're not meant to come. Okay? Now, Rita, woo! 102, 102. And then we're going to move right back into the beginners, and we're going to do it again. And I just have a wonderful team of medium teachers assisting me. And every single question, every single time that you, need help in the course, we're right there. So it's full throttle for 2 weeks in January. And so that is the second passion that I have. And I'm still doing it because I'm passionate about it and I love it. So when you're doing something that you love and you're passionate about, it's not work, is it? It's not work. No. It's something you absolutely love. Hi, Amy. Okay. Yeah. Ashley. Woo, woo. Yeah. Ashley's amazing. Yeah. And I like to bring in medium teachers that, you know, they're high vibrational and they're wonderful. And we can all work together as a team and help and support each of you. So let's go. All right. First question. What are angels? What are they? I remember asking that question a long time ago because I was like, wow, I'm really communicating with these beings, but like, what are they? What are they? Who are they? That's the question, isn't it? We all have our angel cards and we're working with these high vibrational angel cards that the angels and the archangels helped to create. It wasn't just the person's name on the deck that helped to create that deck. It was the energy of either the elementals or the spirit guides or the angels or the archangels or the ascended masters that helped to create those decks and infuse their energy into those decks and infuse their energy through you to help choose the cards out of those decks, right? So, you know, as we move along, I really highlight, I know you've heard me say this before, using a deck of angel cards really helps to open and expand your channels and helps you tune into the high vibrational frequency of your team of angels that is around you all the time. So why not use them? All right. Hi, Jim. So who and or what are the angels? That was one of my first questions. I knew they felt amazing. I knew that I was not alone. I knew that they were watching and protecting me. I knew that they were around me. I've always known that someone was watching over me and protecting me my whole life. I knew somebody was always giving me a gut feeling, an intuition, a strong pull towards something, or steer clear of that path. You know, so it was a yes, no response to my body, but I never questioned who was giving me those responses in my body. So who or what are the angels, Agnes? You want to take that first one? She says, she's like me. And then now she's pointing to all of the angels in an introduction of your angelic team, the angelic realm into each of your lives. I feel chills coming up my body. She says the love that each of us has for you, each of you, is beyond measure. It is not described. It cannot be described here. Not fully. Not until each of you are released from your physical vessels. Only then will you fully understand and have a full description of how each of us feels for you. She doesn't just say it, she washes me with it, with that energy and that feeling. It's beautiful. Okay. So what are we? Okay, so she's going to give us a broader perspective, and she's going to pull it right back out, and she wants us to understand who we are first, and then she's going to describe who they are. So who we are is a spark of the Creator or universal oneness, God, source, light and love, however, which way you want to describe that. So we are a spark of that, okay? She is describing source constantly expanding and creating. And we are source. We are light and love. We are God. Okay? We are a part of that frequency. We are a part of that love and that light. Okay. So the way that the angels view us is that we are of the utmost importance. There is nothing else more important to them than us. Why? She says you'll have to get a full description of that when you cross over. You'll fully understand the importance of being here in these vessels and why we see you the way that we do, and just how fully supported we truly are. Kristen will work to great lengths to describe just how fully supported we are here on Earth as best as she can for the remainder of her lifetime. But it's really important for each of you individually to understand just how important and special and cherished each of you are. Okay. So with this being said, now you know that this light, this love that is omnipresent. She's talking about our higher selves, our souls. And she's then now zooming in on the Godhead is what they call it, or the Creator. Also omnipresent and everywhere. Mm-hmm. Yes. So she wants me to briefly touch base on what I was feeling yesterday and today, which is a lot of source energy flooding the planet. And it feels very light and very loving, very nurturing. And depending on where we are with our own vibrational frequency, right, is dependent on, I guess, how we're going to feel that. So I noticed that I was really lightheaded driving my car. I'm like, what is going on? And I could feel the energy was everywhere. It was just blanketed everywhere, all over the place. But I was reveling in it. And I was enjoying it. And it was very loving and nurturing and healing and soothing and peaceful. And I went and did a little bit of shopping, and I was like, wow. And I could see it wasn't pinpointed. It was everywhere. It was entirely enveloping the entire planet, helping us. And so when I tuned in and I asked specifically what it was, that's what I received. And that source was helping to heal and soothe and love us. And that it would go on all of yesterday and into today. I asked today, again, how long it will be here for. We're just talking about an amplification of what's already here, really. So we're just getting an amplification of source frequency and for the remainder of today. So anytime you feel lightheaded, maybe you feel a little bit emotional, and you feel like a little discombobulated, you'll know what's happening. Okay? It's really important, Agnes is saying, that we understand and know that we are fully supported and just how much we are supported, and that we are not here alone. Okay? Okay. So who are the angels? We're going to come back to that again. Source, the Godhead, created these energies, these beings, in order to look after its children, if you want to say it like that. And I think she's saying it like that for us to understand. But we could also see it like, since we are a spark of this energy, essentially we are agreeing, our energy has created this energy to be with us. We could see it like that. So the moment of creation, the moment each of us is created. Yes. And she's showing this area where light is being created. And I see these like nursing type of angels always moving around like a lot. And the moment that we are created is the moment that the angels are created. The guardian angels are created, okay? And the guardian angels are created, she's trying to explain it to me, that our vibrational frequency, okay, we come into creation, and then as they are created, they're created as a vibrational match to us, like synced up to us, she's saying. And I very much agree with that, because I have communicated with thousands upon thousands of angels now, and it's very synced up to the individual. It's not like, and if the angel comes through a certain way, it's like to lift the spirits of a person or to help them feel better, make them laugh. But there is a vibrational syncing up or matching. Okay? And then as we incarnate or have these experiences in vessels, the angels, our guardian angels, okay, will come along with us through every single one of them. And as we are growing and expanding and evolving, so too are the angels. She says this is why Kristen is able to determine if a soul has had many incarnations or fewer incarnations by way of the vibrational frequency and the communication of an individual's angels. Pretty soon into communicating with them. Yes. So you can tell when an angel has had a lot of experiences with the soul, or if it's more fewer, and I can tell that right away. Yeah. Just by how the communication's flowing through. If the angel's used to communicating through a medium, it could go one of two. One, the person has not had many readings, so the angel does not converse through another or that person in this way often. And two is the person hasn't had as many incarnations or experiences through a physical seeming reality. Okay? Okay. She's also talking about that they can take on any shape or form. They can be physical or non-physical. And depending on what is needed for each person that is choosing to converse with them is how they'll come through. So primarily, Kristen sees them as humanoid looking. Yeah, I was just talking with Ashley the other day about that, how we both see them similar. And like, I fully described Ashley's angel, and Ashley will fully describe my angel before I tell her or she tells me what my description is, and we get it matched. Sometimes Kristen sees them as a pillar of light from ceiling to floor. Yeah. And sometimes they'll put on more of an appearance with wings or strength. They'll build themselves out to look more like that. But then there's she's putting the actor Peter Dinklage in my head from Game of Thrones, because there was a time when an angel decided to pop in like that during a reading to crack us up for an hour. But that's what the person needed. The guidance was coming through, but also he was making himself look like this and smiling and laughing, and it was wonderful. Okay, so they can just take on any appearance if they wish. That's she says that's why when we hear of stories of individuals in crisis, someone will show up. She wants me to wink twice. And they'll have a physical appearance, but they seem different. And then they just disappear. That is an angel. Okay? And that could be the person's guardian angel, but she's also talking about, it could be an archangel that chooses to show up as well. Okay, how wonderful. So they can be non-physical or physical, based on what they work within the parameters of the rules, the guidelines of what is set up here on Earth. So they will only step forward if absolutely necessary in certain ways. So she's using my experience where she opened up in front of me energetically. I couldn't see her with my physical eye, but my God, it was incredible energetically. And then she passed through my body. That was like a dire situation. Also, it was an introduction for the days to come. And it was a transition time where I was moving on a different path, and it was necessary. And then transitioning and helping me shift towards the light, because I was really in the depths at that time. But it was also an introduction of what I would be doing years down the road. So it was the beginning of walking through Walmart and seeing a deck of angel cards and being very pulled towards this deck. I still have that deck. I'll always keep that deck because it reminds me of that time in my life. Okay. So if you're wondering why your angels haven't come to you in this way, just know that they work within these parameters, these guidelines. And there are many reasons as to why this experience occurred with me, where they were working within these parameters. Okay. Okay, so that's also, she wants to talk about, like, if we are, in a situation where we're going to pass over the veil and it's not our time, the angels will intervene. So that's an example of that. Okay. I would say they assist the spirit guides, Alyssa. So when a soul crosses over, they're not a guardian angel. They assist the spirit guides. So those would be the souls from your soul group assisting you as you are continuing to incarnate in this lifetime. So many times I've seen that, many, many, many times. And they'll step forward and introduce themselves. Now, they're not working like all the time with the spirit guides, but they're popping in to see what is needed, or if they are needed in that person's life at that time. And there are times where souls will come and step forward and say it's time for the individual to move forward in their life experience without them now. They'll always be on hand if they need to talk with them, but they're not going to be as close or as involved in their lives because it's time for them to move forward in their lifetime without them. So I have heard this as well. What are they helping us with? What are the angels helping us with? I could list off a ton, but I'll just let Agnes go ahead and do that. Right now is what she wants to talk about, okay? Here on Earth, the angels are assisting us with self-love, self-worth, self-care by way of how we speak in our heads, our thoughts. Are they higher vibrational or lower? How we speak or think about ourselves, okay? Also, what we consume and how that affects our bodies, our vessels, because she's talking about many of us are ascending, and that's really important, where we place our attention, our thoughts, and also the foods that we're consuming, and also certain substances may no longer be a vibrational match for your frequency as you are raising in vibrational frequency during ascension, okay? Okay. If you guys want to wait just a little bit, I'm going to get to your questions in just a little bit here as I go through these questions here. I only have 3 more. That's the main thing that they're helping us with right now. The angels were helping us with different things years past, generations past, but it's almost like she's showing them, helping us get up on our own 2 feet and get walking, to be the bright lights that we were born to be. Okay, so that's what they're helping us with. Wow, I did not think that she would list just these things off. I thought she was going to go off and help us with, like, I know they help us with so many different things, but this is what she wants to talk about, and these are the primary things that they are helping us with right now. The angels are also assisting the earth, the planet, in lifting and raising in frequency, and also helping her rest. So everything that's taking place on earth right now is taking place for a reason, and it's also allowing the earth to rest. Okay, why are they choosing this role in our lives? Okay, so I mean, they could, I'm sure they could choose multiple different types of roles. Go ahead. Because it's what we need. We are the manifestors, we are the creators of our realities, and it is what we deem as what is needed and important in our life experiences right now. Once we shift, and we may not need them as close, or we may not need the same things. Just like the generations past, they needed certain things. This generation, right now on earth, this is what they need. So therefore the angels will step forward. We decide as to what we need. By way of the thoughts that we have, the vibrational frequency that we carry. Okay. Why is it important that you why is it important that you don't need to believe in their existence? Okay, it's not important that you believe. If you believe in the angels or you don't, oh well, they're not hurt by that. We can't hurt their feelings. But what is important, okay, is that you ask them. Okay, so here are some of the ways that we ask them all the time, whether you believe in them or not. Okay, complaining. Do you complain in your life? Do you ever whinge to people or complain in your own mind? Because the second that you complain or whinge and whine, that is the moment that you are calling in help. You're calling in high vibrational frequency to come and help you when you complain. Okay, so if you're crying and you're upset about something and you're sending out a beacon, an SOS for help, and they hear it and they come. So whether you believe in them or not, oh well. But the moment that you're complaining and you're sending out this signal, they come. Okay? Another way that we can bring them in by way of asking is we just ask them. And I remember in the beginning when I first started channeling them, I wouldn't talk to them out loud because I thought that was kind of weird. But I would talk to them in my head all the time. So whether you're talking to them out loud or in your head, or you're writing down what you want help with on a piece of paper, they hear you, okay? Because your thoughts, just like, is all energy, okay? You're sending out a signal and they get it all. There's nothing that they don't get. And then the last, but not least, is prayer. So many of us pray and we ask for help. And these are the ways that people choose to connect with the other side, with their angels, with Source. And maybe sometimes you might pull in and you're sending out the signal, and the angels decide, oh, we're going to bring in the fairies down the street to come and help you as well. So the elemental kingdom steps in and assists you too. So these are the ways that we're constantly connecting with them or asking them. So believing in them is not necessary, but the asking is necessary. Okay? So if you don't want to talk to them and you're deciding you don't want to believe in them, that's okay. You keep complaining. You're just going to bring in more anyways for backup and help with whatever you're complaining about. If we're complaining about money, then we're bringing in an abundance angel. If we're complaining and our energy's dropping and we have a low frequency, watch yourself. If you're humming and singing all the time and you're feeling drawn to listening to music all the time, like incessantly, you have a music angel with you and it's helping you lift your frequency through music, whether you're humming or singing or listening to music. This is just how it is. This is how it's always been, ever since I started connecting with them. Okay, so 2 questions. Nikki. Okay, sorry, just disconnected there for a minute. Training angels. I have a video on my YouTube channel called Training Angels, okay? And with that being said, I remember seeing training angels, and I remember... Just give me a second. Can you guys still see me? It looks like you guys are good. Training angels, okay? They just showed up probably about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I remember them frolicking around and I was like, what is that? And they were just smaller, all in, thank you. They're all in white, and they were assisting the other angels. So Nikki's question is, are we always going to have the same training angels with us throughout the remainder of our lifetimes? And thank you. And the answer to that, I've never asked that question. No, the answer is no. So they're getting trained, okay? They're on the job training with you. And then they may flit off to somebody else wherever they're needed. When their frequency shifts and changes and they're evolving and growing, they'll move to a different person or a different location, depending on what is needed. Okay? So that's kind of cool. And also, do we have the same angels with us all the time? I already know the answer to this. And the answer is no. So you may have needed this angel, say, for abundance. Let's use that as an example. And that angel will stay with you until you get it. Like, you are the creator of your reality. And when you start to shift into more abundant thinking and money's flowing, or maybe abundance comes in other ways, then when this angel is no longer needed, it's going to move on. But your guardian angels are always with you, no matter what. I always see 2 guardian angels per person. Some mediums see up to 3. That's what I see. That's what I experience, okay? Yeah, training angels are really cool. They're singing and dancing and twirling, and they're only about 3.5 feet tall when I seen them. I was like, what is that? And the angels were like laughing at me, waiting for me to see it and ask them, well, what is that? So, yeah. So as far as like spirit guides, for example, do those switch up too throughout a lifetime? No. Spirit guides, guardian angels, they stay. Okay. So the next question that was posted under the event is, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, is for Luz, L-U-Z. And she would like to know if her son's father is like an angel watching over them on the other side. I'm getting absolutely, for eternity, forever. Always connected. Always. And the feeling I'm getting from his frequency is that he's with you. He keeps an eye on what's going on, but he's also doing things on the other side in heaven, okay? If we want to call it heaven, in this high vibrational frequency where he is. So he's also doing things on the other side, okay? He's, I'm just trying to see what he's up to. It's super high vibrational where he is. And he's super high vibrational and happy. And he's really enjoying himself, okay? And I'm going to see if he has a message for you now. Oof. It was weird. It was like he was so high vibrational in what he's doing, and then I'm asking him if he has a message, and he's like snapped out of that, and now he's looking at me, and now he's coming into this session, this reality of where we are. Love yourselves. Okay, that's the message for you and your son. Love yourselves. Know that you are always loved and that I am always nearby. Be the light within. Okay? So what does that mean when he's saying be the light within? Be the high vibrational person. Love yourself. Self-love. Self-care. He knows that you think about him often. Know he is well. Know that he's doing well. He wants you to love yourself and to be the light within. Okay. He's coming from a very high vibrational place right now. And that's home. That's home. It's very peaceful and still now. It's very peaceful. Like I'm getting a taste of heaven right now, and it's just like I could bask in it for a day. I could bask in that forever. It takes a lot for a soul to come here, doesn't it? But we are going to create and be the light here. Yes, we are. Whether it takes this lifetime or in the next, or the next, or the next, or the next. Okay. So I'm going to answer questions that is on this topic, okay? All right. So Kira wants to know who was with her when she went to the hospital for the MRI. Your guardian angel. I also see a loved one, a female on the other side. Very loving and nurturing, caring, watching over you. She went with you into the hospital. So I don't know, it feels like, I don't think it's your mom. I think it's a grandmother. Okay? And it feels like it's your mom's mom. And you can go ahead and answer that, and then we'll narrow it down. Okay? I love that. Okay, so a soul can't be a guardian angel or an angel. It's a different frequency. But we could say your mom is like an angel on the other side. And that's absolutely true. And like I was just saying previously, that I see loved ones come and join in with our spirit guides and assist us and help us with what we need in our lives. Sometimes it's for briefer periods and sometimes it's for longer periods. It's what we need. So, you know, I have seen souls come in and you know, just say, it's time to enjoy this experience. I'll always be here, but I can't be as close. And there are times when, you know, we go through the grieving process and we can't sense or feel them because our frequency drops. It's really heavy, and that's good to grieve. But no soul on the other side has ever said to me, I want my loved one here on earth to grieve for years down the road. They don't want us to do that, because then at that point we're just hurting ourselves, right? So, in my span, I don't feel like I'm the type of medium that's here to, well, you never know, things might change. But in my experience, I haven't met a whole lot of stuck souls, earthbound, okay? So the souls that I communicate with, they're all crossed over in such a high vibrational frequency. It's amazing. Yep, absolutely. So a spirit guide is a soul like you, okay? A being of light and love, God, source, universal oneness, whatever you want to say of that, spark of that, in your soul group, hanging back. This is what they've shown me. This is what I've been told many times. And your soul group can shift and change. So as you evolve, you might go into another soul group, and then you'll start incarnating with these souls. And you may have new souls that come into your soul group. And soul groups, so far from what I've seen, they consist of 8 up to 15, 16 souls. And 2 of them, and I always see 2, if a person has kind of more of a challenging lifetime, they can have up to 3 spirit guides, but I haven't seen that too often, okay? And so they kind of hang back and assist us. They assist the angels, and they all work as a team on the other side. So it's like apples and oranges. When the angels said, we are the most important, okay? Like, we can't compare ourselves to the angels. I found that, like, what? Because, like, the angels to me are magnificent beings. It's not just how they look, it's how they feel. It's the communication that they relay to us. It's the guidance they give us. They know everything. They know every path. They're amazing. They're just amazing. So for them to say, like, we are, what does that tell us? I mean, we may not feel that way in this physical vessel or see it that way, but as we lift and raise in frequency and we move through ascension, we're going to really see who we really are. And it's going to be wonderful. More and more so. But like the angels say, I don't think we're really going to get the full impact until we cross over out of our vessels, right? Okay, let's have a look here. Why is Alyssa sensing Archangel Uriel but not getting any messages? There's no messages needed at this time. There's not always messages. Did you call in Uriel? Or you're looking at Uriel? Or you, as soon as you're focused in or learning about an archangel, if that archangel feels like, yes, you need it, it will come in and it will hang back. It will watch what's going on in your life. They're not necessarily meaning to communicate with you. They're just going to see what is needed in your life. Very peaceful, hanging out on the perimeter, not super close, just kind of watching and seeing what's going on and what is needed. Assisting your team. And I'm just being thanked. Okay, so you know who that is then, Kira. Wonderful. So you know that energy walks into the hospital during a stressful time when you're going through an MRI and is going to walk that path with you. How cool is that? I have never seen, Robin, I've never seen an animal not being taken care of and met on the other side. They are such earth angels, and they transition so smoothly because they're so high vibrational already. It's only us that gets us stuck. if we think we need to be forgiven, or if we think, oh, I'm not going to forgive myself, or we have certain belief systems that certain places are real, then that's what we create for ourselves. That's why it's really important to let go and forgive and to be forgiven and just transmute all that heaviness and then cross over just like the animals do. It's wonderful. Do you want to say anything about animals? She's totally in agreement, and it's really, really what I've experienced over years. I've never seen an animal. They are totally taken care of when they cross over too. I've actually seen angels holding the animals like little babies, just like cherishing them and holding them very gently, very carefully. It's beautiful, and the angel is so big and in white. And then you have the little animal being taken care of so carefully. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Well, you would have her maybe watch this video, Tina, and if you also don't want to push up or buck against what someone's ready for, so you want to tune in for a yes or no response, if it's even best to have these conversations with your 17-year-old, because some people are ready for this and some aren't. And I am not going to try to make somebody, the old indigo me sure would have. Oh yeah, I'm going to tell you what's what and what's this and that, because I could just see, and I was going to like let everybody know, and that was the old way. The new me has been coached. Who by? The angels. Allow others to be as they choose. Yes. Oh, how many times I hear that? 1,000,000,001. And what are some of the other things that you'd like to say on that? That pretty much covers it, she says. Allow others to be as they choose, okay? So if they're not ready, don't push, don't buck the current. Sometimes people need to have like big awakenings in their lives, or a health crisis, or they need to have something take place that is just jaw-dropping. I mean, a friend of mine, her husband was driving in the car, and the guardian, and nobody else is in the car. And the guardian angel nudged his shoulder. He gets nudged. No one's sitting in the passenger seat. And then he has a complete telepathic conversation with his guardian angel. That's going to wake someone up. Yeah. Oh, how wonderful, Liz. That's so amazing. Isn't that beautiful? You know, it really wouldn't surprise me that you're hearing him sing, because my God, he is just in pure bliss. Just pure bliss. Isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. What is an earth angel? An earth angel is a soul that comes to earth, and it puts many others before itself. Okay, so the angels are using the wording sabotages itself, and does this purposely to help others, but also in time, hopefully learns to awaken and love themselves. Okay, so in the beginning, you know, we might have a blue light color, or someone who's very empathic, just giving of themselves. But at some point, the line will be drawn. And then it's more putting themselves first. They're always going to give and help others, but it's also about creating balance within, with self-love and self-care. Many earth angels, they call them earth angels. They call me an earth angel. I'm like, what, am I an angel? I remember asking them that. I'm like, am I an angel? And they're like, no, we're calling you an earth angel because you want to help others here on earth. And many earth angels will have a certain appearance. They're very bright. Sometimes they're very talkative. They often choose to have their hair color a lighter color, so maybe blonde. Not all, but some. Some comfort eat, okay? So they're choosing to comfort eat. They may be heavier set, some, but that's, I get nothing, like there's nothing wrong there with that. They're just comfort eating and they're coping with what they're doing here on earth, which is a lot. The angels honor these souls coming to earth and self-sacrificing themselves, but the angels also pray for, they're saying that, pray for the individual to awaken and see the light within themselves and to create that balance and not allow others to continuously or ongoing poor treatment of them. They hope that the earth angels here on earth will stop sabotaging themselves. For we are the ones that choose. We are the ones that create. Okay. Oh, how wonderful, Jennifer. Mother Mary, are you working with Jennifer? Jennifer, you already know this answer because I know you can channel. Yes. The answer is yes. But she's not coming close and she's not saying anything more than that. Just yes. She knows she can come directly to you and through you. That's what she just said. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What was the apparition that came to Louise by her bed? White, short hair. Guardian angel. Guardian angel. Smiling. I'm getting guardian angel. The rose symbolizes love and giving one's love to you. The other way that I see it, and they're putting this in my head, is they will send kisses, sending our love to you, or giving you a rose. Cool. Boundaries, boundaries, that's right, Ashley, boundaries. We could all use some more of these, right? Let's do a singing dance song now. Boundaries. Okay. Is there any other guidance that would like to come through today? Yeah, here it comes. Become the beings of light and love you know yourselves to be. Remember, dear ones, who you truly are, which are beings of light and love, sent forth, choosing to come forth. Some of you are sent, and some of you have chosen to come in order to help lift and raise the vibrational frequency here on earth, to help the earth herself, to create the paradise, first within yourselves, and then here upon the earth's back. Thank you, dear ones. The last guidance that's coming in here on the side is, don't allow what is transpiring here on earth to rock you for too long. Okay? They're using my wording on that. I used to say that all the time, and I haven't heard that in a while. So when I would say, you know, this isn't going to rock me for long, it means I make the choice. I make the decision to move from something, and I move on from it. So don't allow what is transpiring on the earth to create that inner turmoil or that chaos or rock you for too long, okay? They are asking that of you. So I'd follow that. Because the only person that we're going to hurt or suffer is, guess who? So yeah, don't let things that are transpiring in your life rock you too hard for too long. Just don't go there. That's the old you. Here's the new you, and we're going to do things differently now. Yes, we are. Much love, many blessings to each of you. And now they're all waving and smiling. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Love you. Bye.